Hello, this is Right Side Trader. Today is March 1st, 2025, and this is my weekly trade review of my SPX trade to a million, where I'm selling a SPX iron Condor 10 wide at a .2 delta, around a .2 delta. This is all for educational purposes only, no trade recommendation, because as we all know, trading is risky. You can lose money at trading. So please check with your financial advisor. Please check with your significant other and make sure trading is something that is suitable for you. I'm actually going to fly through this pretty quick. If you want to get into more details, and I'll watch my other video, I'm going to put a long one out there and a short one out there and all. Because I did a lot of, it was a very busy week, it was a very busy week, just put it that way. And I did some things that I normally would do, and I've gotten verification of confirmation of that's what you should be doing if you're doing this particular trade. So I got that from some guys that put their tasty work guys that put the data out there, and that's kind of like, yeah, okay, yeah, I agree. Yeah, thank you. You know, that's what I see also. But let's get to this trade right quick, and on Monday, I did the iron Condor. I was able to put on the call side 60.70 by 60.80. On the put side 59.95 by 85. I got a $2 and something, $2.40 credit. Ended up had to close it for a $5.05 debit, a loss. So I ended up again. I ended up getting defensive. I started, okay, how can I do this? I did some directional trades. I did some vertical trades, and I made some of the money back. I didn't make it all back, but I made some of the money back. As you can see, this thing kind of went down. These purple lines are the lines that I sold, and this line down here is where I was selling my verticals at and stuff. And it's kind of hard to, you just get the loss smaller. Cut into those losses as much as you can. Next day. Tuesday was another tough day. As you can see, I was able to place the iron Condor. One of the things that I had noticed from the first day and from the last couple of days that I should be able to get a higher credit, and I started getting this higher credit, this $3.40 credit. Then I ended up closing it for a small debit. Didn't make quite the money that I wanted to make, because again, I didn't want to have to be fighting and trading like I did the other day. So I ended up closing it for like a $3 debit, made 40 cents on the trade. Still okay. But I did some other trades. That's OT. That's for other trades, like going into overtime. I ended up making 60 cents with 100 contracts, so I ended up doing okay for the day. Let's go ahead and go to the next day, Wednesday. Wednesday ended up being another tough day. But I did get that $3.40 credit. But once it started going against me, I ended up closing my put. Is what I did, because my put, again, that's the untested side. You're able to close it for a small debit, or you're able to close it for a small debit usually. Then on the call side, I was able to roll it out for a small credit, for a I think for a small credit. You'll see the data, and then I sold the put, right at the money, and got like a $4 credit on the put. It was $4 and some change on the put. You'll see it in the account. And it was a March. I rolled it out to a 10 March, an iron Condor. It ended up building an iron Condor because I did it a side at a time, and it was at 60.30, 60.40, and 6,000. I sold, as you can see, that was probably right at the money where I was doing that put side at. And I plan on closing this trade here that I put on that day. I plan on closing it Monday coming here on March 3rd. But let's go ahead and go down to Thursday. Thursday, I was able to put that iron Condor on again for 6.20 by 6.30. That puts side 59.35 by 59.25. It received a $3.50 credit. Was able to close it for $2.45. That was a good day. No extra work that day. It did. I had again that shell shock stuff that hit me on the first couple of days. By Thursday, it took, again. It gets back to where we used to would say, take 3 days off. Because that's how long it takes for me to take 3 days off. That's how long it's going to take you to get over what happened. But sometimes you need to trade through that, though, too. And you just do what you got to do. It tested me again, but I didn't go into the whole panic mode, closing, taking a loss, and then trying to fight and make the money back. I just kind of, okay, let's let this market play out. It was at an area where I kind of expected to bounce. This orange line is my previous day low line. This line right here is what I call my L2 line. And it's also, again, I had triple places where this thing should be actually bouncing at. And this right here is support one line, this green line. So I did get the bounce that I was expecting. I was able to get out of this trade for a pretty good debit. So again, it worked out that day. Again, when I see things like that, me being a trader that I am, I will kind of settle down and see if this market is going to play out based on what I've seen before. But let's go ahead and go down to Friday. And as you can see, don't stay in this thing all day. Friday was a good day also. Friday was a funny day though. Friday was one of those days where I wasn't expecting that. I was thinking I wasn't going to take off, but I said, "Oh, this is a virtual trade." So I got back in front of I got in front of the computer, and I was able to get a $4.50 credit. The market was going crazy on Friday that morning. I saw those things bouncing around, and then I did go on my bike ride. Is what I did. That's why I ended up getting out the trade so late. I didn't. I set it for the dollar thing is what I do, and I don't even think I set it for the dollar. I started to do it while I was on the bike and all. But I said I'll let this thing ride out, and I'll be home. I thought I was going to get home by 11. I didn't end up getting home by 11. If I got home by 11, I might have went into the whole panic mode. So I'm glad I did wait until about. I didn't get home until after 12, 1 o'clock, and I saw where the market was at, and I thought, oh, let me get out of this thing, So then I just got on. I was trying to get out of it for $1.50, so I was going to try to make that $3 on the trade, but then it started going against me a little bit. It started going back up. I said, oh, get out of it. Let's make some money on this trade and be done with it. I see it can happen, and that was it. That was pretty much it on the trades. Let's jump over to the count side and I'll just kind of scroll through this and let you see. As you can see on the 24th, I did the initial iron Condor, and that's the Condor getting out, and then this is all the vertical stuff and single stuff that I did for the rest of that day. You can freeze the screen and look at that if you want to. Then on the 25th, like I said, the 25th again, it was another rough day. I did the iron Condor and all. This one contract is one of those overnight. I've been doing those overnight one contract things to see if they actually work. That's what that is. When I went to actually put on the trade, this 10 and 90, my account usually is set for 10 contracts, and also I ended up adding, even in the virtual account, I try to set it the way I normally trade. So I had to add the extra 90 in there. So I did the normal trade there, and like I said, the 40 cents. Then I started doing other stuff to try to make up for the trade. This one I did, then I set for another overnight trade to see how this overnight thing is actually working. That was over the week. I did an over the weekend one, then an overnight one, and a couple overnight ones. And I see that trade is actually pretty good. So I'm looking to maybe do that trade live and all, but not right now in this volatile market, because again, the market is moving too much, and I don't know what's happening when the market is a little bit more calmer and all the volatility is low. I think that may be a good trade. But let's go ahead and go to the 26. That's the overnight close of that trade from Friday, and now on the 26th. The 26th, again, this is the day I roll. Here's that March trade right here where I actually rolled and all. The March roll stuff. So it's all in this area here. So I actually ended up rolling that trade. So that's that on the 26th. Then on the 27th, and all you can see here, 27th is these 2 days here. It's a clean day, just a couple of trades. And then on the 28th, it was a clean day also, just a couple of trades. $4 out, $3, and $2 out. And that's pretty much it. Let's kind of just take a quick look at the bottom numbers and all. Let me do that. That's where you can see that, where you see where the overall account is at. There's a trade, like I said, that trade is on right now, and also that's probably why this option negative $80-some thousand is showing. Because the trade is a $100,000 trade. It is slightly profitable at this time, and all, but it is eating up. It is eating up some cash. The profit loss for the year so far, I don't pay these numbers too much mind because it doesn't. I don't think these numbers actually take in consideration your position that you have on, and all, which can end up being a big loss, and it doesn't take into consideration commissions. And all these numbers are more what can you pull out of the account right now? This is closer to, and I have a position on it this time too. So again, this is a very good number for me right now at the end of February, the beginning of March. I would expect myself to be at least around $300,000 because I started off with $100,000 and a couple $100,000 profit. We'll give you that $300,000. That's where I'm coming up with that number from, and that's where, I'm right there, even with a position on it this time. So I'm really doing really good, in my opinion. I say it that way at all. But the commissions is really for making, over a $250,000, almost $300,000, paying $50,000 in commission. That's not too bad. That's a pretty high tax. I still look at it. But again, you pull. You got. I got when I'm trading like this and trading live like this. I look at it's $50,000, but that $50,000 came out of the market because I'm still profitable. If I was negative and I had spent $50,000 in commission, that would be bad. But since I'm profitable in $50,000, I look at just the way my whole crazy mind works. That's money that came out of the market, so I don't care about that. That's just the way I am. I guess I did a future contract in here too or something. But that's it. That's all I really want to share. Hope this is being helpful. If you want to get more details of all the little trades that I did and me slowing down a little bit, you can watch the other video and you can see that stuff there. But this is Right Side Trader. Hope this is being helpful, and I'll talk to you guys later. Have a good one. Bye.